Tara. How are you guys doing? I am back with another review. This is specifically for foot masks. I actually never did the foot mask reviews or those foot peel mask things where like you wear it for like at least an hour and then a week later you notice that your skin starts peeling off. Um, that one I feel like I don't have the patience because it does take roughly 2 weeks, but it is helpful to a certain extent, I guess. In winter though. The reason why I'm saying in the winter is because I do get pedicures on a regular basis, and I feel like during the summer it's helpful for the skin because they do the scrubs and everything to remove the dead cell skins and all that stuff. However, in the winter I don't really go for the pedicures, so those are more helpful for me in the winters. However, I do realize that no matter how much I moisturize my feet, the heels part does start getting, it doesn't get cracked or anything, but it does start getting dry. The only reason it never gets cracked is, like I said, I do moisturize them. So for me, I feel like I do need like an extra something for my feet, more so the crack area, not the crack, I mean, more so the heel area, to not feel dry. So, which was the only reason I wanted to use a foot mask instead of those peel masks for the feet. So, I actually got this from Sephora. I just want to let you know that I'm not sponsored by Sephora at all. And these are the foot mask that it comes in. So initially, these two ends are connected together. They are dots where you can just tear apart, and then you just kind of like rub it in to open it, and then there's like another sheet in there. So you just have to make sure you put it in that second sheet. Your feet goes in the second sheet. There will be a sticky around here to tear apart. Kind of just have to go a layer like this to make sure that it doesn't come off at some point, and you just stick it on the other side, and it was like this for both feet. Now it does have coconut in it. So as we all know, coconut is one of the top recommended items that helps with hydration and moisturizing. So that's the only reason I wanted to try this as well. If you haven't already known, a lot of people do, like me, do put coconut oil on our hair for hydration, and it does look good with it. Your hair does become silky soft, and it also helps out with the frizz. I've know other people who do use it as a moisturizer. I know people who also use it as a makeup remover. To each their own. I personally wanted to do it as a moisturizer, but I just didn't know how I would feel in terms of I feel like I have to wait for a while before it kind of, my skin kind of absorbs it and not as sticky anymore before I wear my clothes. I would be fine with that when I'm working from home or if I don't have anything going on during the weekend, but I feel like it wouldn't be convenient for me during the time I have to go physically to the office for work. Um, since I have not used it, I feel like I'd rather be consistent and know how it is. In terms of makeup, as a makeup remover, I feel I don't do it because I remember using an oil-based makeup remover and it barely took my makeup off. Um, and that's why I just stick with water-based makeup remover. But other than that, I do use it on my hair. So I do like coconut oil and that essence. So that's the only reason I wanted to use it as a foot mask. So I did apply it on my feet. So you're supposed to put these are what they call the socks. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that your feet is clean. So you wash them first, make sure they're dry. So it's basically also like almost like a sheet mask. Uh, peel the paper film. What I mentioned right now, this right here is what you peel off. Put it around, make sure it's secure so it doesn't come off. And then you leave it on for 20 minutes, gently massage any excess parts into the skin, and you do not need to rinse. So it's basically like a sheet mask, a face sheet mask, but just for the feet. So I ended up leaving it on for more than 20 minutes so I can get as much liquid in here on my feet. And this is supposed to help you with um moisturizing your skin, nourishing, smoothing properties. It is ideal for comfort dry skin. It is supposed to nourish and repair dried out feet, soften heels for feet, and feel better, softer, and more comfortable. If your feet is cracked because of how dry it is and you did not sort that out beforehand, obviously this will not help out completely 100%. You may need to get a pedicure done, or probably go to the dermatologist, or you start using moisturizer first to heal that up a little bit. I would recommend to go take extreme measures at this point. Not extreme, but like almost there. Like go to the pedicure so they can scrub it off a little bit. Use scrubs at home, moisturize it. Eventually, when it softens down a bit, then use this. And then if you feel it, and I also recommend around that same time to go to the dermatologist just in case to see it's not extremely bad. And then at that point, once you know it starts to get a little bit better now, then I would recommend to use a foot mask. But if you're just tends to get a little bit dry, then it's fine. Just use it. I do use the moisturizer. For me, it's mainly just the heels area. I know some people, um, their toes starts getting a little dry as well. It will also help that out. I did notice that my only concern was like the inner part of the heel, like toward um not the outside part, towards like the less, like the outer part of my heel. It was more like the inner part. So like I do see that it helped out a lot. And my rest of my feet is obviously feels better too, but my main thing was to see how that part comes out. And I feel like if I consistently use this particular foot mask, it will continue to feel good, feel better, and I wouldn't feel the dry heels as often. So I feel like I definitely would be using this on a consistent basis. Um, I'm going to try to use Sephora specifically now because I feel like that's the company that I want to stick with and see how it turns out instead of using multiple different foot masks. I do have one or two other foot masks. I believe it's not from Sephora, but I'm going to use those first and then get back to the Sephora foot masks and continue to use this particular one just to make sure that my feet is in good condition. And this only happens to me in the winter. In the summertime, they're fine. And on top of that, in the summertime, I normally do get my pedicures done on a regular. So then my heels is in a better condition anyways, on top of my making sure my foot is moisturized. So it's more so to be more consistent in the winter time, honestly speaking. So me personally speaking, I would recommend this if your feet does tend to get on the dry end, or if you want to make sure that your feet just stays smooth and soft. I personally 100% recommend this. If you're allergic to coconut, please do not use this at all. um, you will get a reaction. So in that essence, I just recommend not to. As terms of smell, you will not smell anything, especially it will be nowhere near your face anyways. Um, so yeah, for me, I feel like you will definitely not smell anything. Um, so yeah, don't worry about the smell either. So other than that, just let me know if you guys want to have me review anything else and check something out. I will look into it. Other than that, I'll be linking both my Instagram pages down below. Make sure to follow, hit the subscribe button, the bell button. I'll be back for more. Stay safe and stay tuned, guys.